In this video, I will show you how to solve the Molecube. If you don't know how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, I highly recommend learning how to solve that puzzle first. The algorithms in this video are all used in solving the Rubik's Cube. So in this video, I will only cover a few scenarios at the end of the solving process. However, I've provided the algorithms in order to solve all of the end solution scenarios. So I've included a Molecube solution worksheet that you can download, and there are several possibilities in order to solve the Molecube. I will be showing you only one. So if you would like to come up with your own solution pattern, you can download the worksheet referenced in this video and work out the Sudoku color solution prior to beginning the solving process. I've also included all the algorithms that I'll be using in this video. So at the beginning of this video, during the solving process, there are no algorithms. So the solution for the first layer is considered intuitive. Only the second and last layer contain algorithms. So if you're ready, let's get started. So here's the URL, and I've included the link to the Molecube worksheet in the description of this video. And here's the worksheet that I came up with for my solution, and the solution I'm going to go over in this video. Like I said, you can come up with your own solution. I know that there are several. I don't know how many different scenarios there are, but this is the one that I came up with, and it works pretty well for me. So just a quick note, we're looking at this illustration here. The top of the cube is marked with an S, meaning sky blue. So the very top block there is the top of the cube. And if you go directly down from that, you see the white center. That's the front of the cube. And then if you go down from there, that bottom block is navy blue is the center. That's the bottom of the cube. And then to the left, of course, it's orange. To the right is yellow, and then the back of the cube is the black. Okay, one final thing to note. I've provided this in the description of the video as well. This is the algorithms to solve the final layer of the Molecube, but it's also the second layer of the Molecube, which is only two. You'll only need two algorithms to solve that. I've also included, they're not showing here because of the screen display I'm showing right now, but there are 10 scenarios that, you know, if you land on one of these scenarios, I've offered the set of algorithms that will take you to the solution, just so you have those as an example. But there are many, many more than just 10. So I'll try to cover some of that in the video. Okay, so let's solve this thing. I like to start with the blue side, the light blue side facing up, the white facing me, navy blue at the bottom. So the first thing we're going to do is solve this layer here, and you'll probably need to reference your worksheet for a while until you memorize the color patterns. So again, I'm gonna solve it in the pattern that I showed earlier. So we'll start with the edge pieces. This edge piece here, this one, and this one. So I know this edge piece here needs to be orange. So I'll just look around, I'll find that edge piece, and I'll bring it to the top. And I know this edge piece needs to be white. I'll just bring this one over. This edge piece here needs to be purple. And this edge piece here needs to be red. So now we have our edge pieces in place. Now we need to go to the corner pieces. So I know this corner piece needs to be yellow. This one needs to be green, black, and navy blue. So the closest one here is probably the navy blue, so I'll just go ahead and put that one in place. Next one is the black. Put that one in place. And let's see here, yellow. Put that in place. And finally the green there. So Again, light blue is facing the top of our cube, white's facing us always. So be sure to try to be mindful of that while you're solving this this particular puzzle, and because it'll really help you keep things organized. If you start moving it around and lose track of where you are, that's when you're going to run into some problems. Okay, so the next thing is our second layer here. And this one requires 2 different algorithms. And if you're familiar with solving the Rubik's Cube, as I mentioned earlier in the video, it's going to be very, very beneficial for you to understand how to solve that first before you move on to this one. We're going to put in these edge pieces here now. And all of those edge pieces, or most of those edge pieces, are going to come from this bottom layer here, which is on the navy blue side. So again, orient your cube, light blue facing up, white facing you. And I know, because I've memorized this cube, that this edge piece needs to be red. So we have a red piece here, so I'm going to bring that over, and I'm going to flip the cube over, kind of like this, and orient that red piece facing me. So what we need to do is, you need to have this red piece here. So in order to do that, we're going to do a top to right algorithm, and that looks like this. If we reorient our cube back to light blue up, white facing us, you can see that our red piece is facing us. Now the next piece, I know this needs to be light blue, this needs to be navy blue, and this needs to be purple. So I see the navy blue is here, and it needs to be here, so we'll just flip the cube, have that navy blue facing us at the top of the cube, and it needs to go here. So that's going to be a top to the left algorithm, and that algorithm looks like this. Okay, reorient our cube, light blue up, white facing us, and there's our navy blue in the back edge piece. Okay, next we need to have this light blue here. So let's flip the cube over, have that light blue color facing us and at the top of the cube, and we want it here, so that's going to be a top to right algorithm, which you've already done once before, but here it is again. Reorient the cube, make sure everything's in place. Yes, there's our blue, our red, our navy, and there's only one left. We need to have a purple back here. So where's that purple? The purple is here. So again, just flip the cube around. It needs to be here. Have it at the top of the cube facing you again, and that's going to be another top to right algorithm. Okay, reorient our cube. Light blue up, white facing us. Let's check all of our patterns. Make sure nothing got messed up. Yellow, orange, green, red, light blue, white, navy blue, purple, black, light blue, white, red, yellow, navy blue, orange, purple, and black. Okay, so something that's very important to keep in mind at this point is after you've solved the first 2 layers, and during the solving process, on the last layer, I made a mistake. So now my layer has changed from the previous video when I showed us solving the first 2 layers. So if you may notice that these colors are now different, but that's fine, because what I was going to say is after you've solved the first 2 layers, your third layer, your final layer, is not going to be the same as mine. However, the process in solving it or the algorithms in solving it, regardless of how your third and final layer is oriented, you're going to use the same algorithms in a different order, maybe. You just have to figure out where your colors need to be moved to and apply those appropriate algorithms in order to move the colors where they need to be in order to solve the last layer. So let me try to give you an example of this. So I like to have the yellow piece on the final layer matched with the white at all times. So in the beginning of the video, I said, you know, light blue facing up, white always facing you. In this particular scenario, once you get to the final layer, you want to flip the cube up. So you want to have that white facing up and that navy blue facing you at this point. And you have that yellow next to the white. And you want to look and assess at what you have here. And I know from memorizing this color pattern that I need to have green on this corner, yellow here, orange here, black is where it needs to be, navy's where it's in place, purple is in place, light blue needs to be here, and the white needs to be here. So how do we solve this particular scenario? Something I like to try is something called an ePerm2. Let's see if this works. Put that yellow back next to the white. Let's see what we have now. All right, we have two greens. So they're not supposed to be. So let's flip the cube back over and let's see where that green needs to go here. So let's fix that. And check our colors. Okay, this is, let's see, this is red. It should be navy blue. Let's find that navy blue. We'll do it top to left. Okay. Now, reassess, and our colors are back in place. So our first two layers are solved again. Flip the cube back, navy side facing up, and let's see what we have now. Okay, red and black are flip-flopped. Let's see, our light blue is in place. The orange is in place. Let's try that right soon, because if we flip-flop these two, that won't work. So let's do that right. Okay. And our edge pieces are solved. This white is in place. This orange and green and blue are out of place. So the green needs to go here, the orange needs to go here, and the blue needs to go here. So there is an algorithm for this. So we can solve the cube now down here. And that is an AA-perm algorithm, and it looks like this. Okay, and check it. Yes, it's solved. So that's one very long example, and that's actually a good example because that scenario where you come up with everything's in place except for maybe two colors, that's unsolvable. There are no algorithms to simply flip-flop two colors. It always has to be at least three or more. So that's one solution, and that was a longer solution. Many times you'll come into the first time after you solve the first two layers, you'll come to that final layer and you'll look at it and you'll say, oh, you only need to do one algorithm to solve it. Sometimes you need to do two algorithms. Sometimes you need to do 3, 4, 5, 6, but it is solvable using this technique. So hope you enjoyed the video, and smash the like button if it helped you out, and leave a comment if you like.